That smells amazing.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
And you are either watching or listening to Greynoise.
I hope that got picked up like right at the beginning of the show.
Nice. Nailed it.
That show smells amazing.
The show smells amazing.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 145 of Greynoise, the podcast that happens during hockey. We are here on Friday night, like every Friday night at 7:30 at the Cinch OP Hackerspace.
And Hockey Emporium.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a second. The address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. We are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace, even though this is in Henderson. Where's Crux? Oh, he's not here. He's probably watching somewhere else.
Crux doesn't come anymore.
I know, he hates me. Anyway, so go to cinchop.org for information on the shop and what we do here. We do have a meetup page, meetup.com/cinchop for classes and stuff coming up in the future. Mm-hmm. By the way, the lockpick night was actually more successful than I had anticipated, so that was cool.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come back down. That is a lot of fun.
It is.
Lock
it is.
sport.
And it's
Is my set that I donated, is that still in one piece?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
And
That's
actually,
surprising,
when we do the lockpick night, I'm like, okay, we have like 4 or 5 pick sets. Can you just kind of keep them separated so that the tools stay with the... Yeah.
That's surprising. I donated like a 60-piece set.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
and it's the biggest set that's in the kit right there.
Oh, very cool.
So, and for information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se. Okay, so what's new, everybody?
You again missed the memo on the hat.
Again.
God damn it.
Jen, just one time, just wear a hat, dude.
Seriously.
McNutt's not wearing a
we
hat.
make these grand plans.
He doesn't need to.
We
not on
exclude
camera.
McNutt purposely.
He's got other stuff going on.
Black hat, black hat, black hat.
Okay, fine.
Like, we make these plans. We're
Yeah.
like, we're all going to wear hats. It's going to look really cool.
Right.
It's gonna
What
be
do
our
we even use
uniform.
Discord for if you're not going to listen?
Okay, well,
Like, everyone
look,
with black hats.
okay, enough about me.
Whatever.
How is your week going?
I don't want to talk about my week.
Oh, that sounds like you should talk about it.
No, my thunder was stolen by the fact that he's not wearing a hat.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well,
How was your week, Jen?
Doxy, since we don't have lunch anymore, I think this is the first time I've seen you since Friday of last week.
I've been on a mission to not lose my eyebrow.
Yeah, and I hate that mission because
I'm doing really well, actually.
You're down like 15 pounds, aren't you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm slim as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could just...
No, you
lipo
do look
my-
slim. You do
I am
look
slim.
I mentioned it last week.
It's in my face. My face used
So
to be
he
really
looks
round.
trim.
It's okay now.
It's still pretty round.
He fixed it. He fixed the problem. Okay, well, so we know, let's see, BGM doesn't want to talk about his week. Doxy's going
That's
to
only
keep his
because
eyebrow,
I
I
didn't do
guess.
anything this week.
At all?
No, I played Pillars of Eternity. That's a pretty great game.
I saw that in the Discord. Where the fuck did you guys talk about hats?
The place
In
where we
the
talk about
Discord.
hats every week.
Yeah.
Is there a hats
There's
channel
a
I don't know
hat
about?
meeting every week. When you talk in there.
Yeah.
In the hats channel?
Yeah, dude.
There's no hats channel.
Granted, every time you talk, you just talk about how high you are, but still, you're still
Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking
you're
about.
still talking.
I just posted it on the chat.
Oh, well, goddamn
It
it.
was Satchel that said it this time.
Oh, fine. All right, so Satchel then.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything you want to talk about?
I did a good thing for the community. I helped build a garden,
Huh?
Whoa.
and I am ridiculously tired from it.
that today?
There's
Like a
there's place
digital
called-
garden?
No, an actual, real garden. There's this non-profit place called Green Our Planet, green your planet, green a planet, pick a planet, any planet, and green it.
Green it.
Yep.
Green-
And
That's I think that's Elon Musk's idea, right?
is it?
It's what he wants to do to Mars.
Sure.
Pick a planet and terraform it.
There
See
you go.
that Mars over there? It's gonna be green.
It's gonna be green.
Solar City, here we come.
Let's do this. No, but we basically there was about 3 different schools, and we went up there as a company thing, and we made them a garden. We didn't make them a garden.
You did your
'Cause
good deed.
That would be like, mulching kids. You can't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't make the kids a garden. Make a garden for the kids. is
You
what
know,
we
my
do.
mind didn't immediately go to mulching kids, but now that it's there, I can't get it out.
Yeah. No one wants to work the wheelbarrow on that one. But no, so basically all this morning I was delivering mulch. So
It sounds
Nice.
like the last thing I want to do in my entire life.
it was also the last thing I wanted to do in my entire life. But you know what? I got to admit, there's something adorable to kids coming out with poster boards that say thank you. And
Okay.
that was cute.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was-
did it hit you right in the feels?
Yeah, briefly. You
I
know,
was going to say that, my morning started off with this terrible, awful headache, but still I feel like I had a better morning than you. But
did. You
that makes up for it. I would live for that.
honestly, I got to keep it real here. The best part of the day was after all that, and we're doing all the things, and we did the thing, and the kids come out, yay! And they were like, "Here's sandwiches." That sandwich was so delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not one of the ones of us who hate sandwiches.
No, I'm
Who
not.
hates sandwiches? Hold on.
I don't hate
He
sandwiches.
doesn't hate
You
sandwiches.
hate sandwiches?
No, he
I
doesn't.
hate sandwich establishments. I feel like they're a waste of my time. I don't hate sandwiches though.
Oh, there's a big difference.
There's a huge difference.
There is a huge difference.
I can make a sandwich at home. I never need to go to a sandwich shop. It's a waste of my time. I have bread and meat.
I
I'm
can-
very
yeah, I can
capable
buy- I
of
can buy-
stacking food on top of each other.
I can buy those baguettes, those 99-cent baguettes that they sell at grocery stores. Buy one of those, get some steak, grill it up. There you go, steak sandwich.
I can't make other good food. I can make a sandwich. That's within my wheelhouse.
Huh.
So, that's what I think about.
You know what? You actually make a compelling point on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be eating like me soon. All of you. Watch.
I don't know if I'll go that far.
We'll see.
I love me some cheese.
Well, yeah. No. Who doesn't like?
Yeah, maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why Doxy's down 15 pounds and I'm not. I'm still going to lunch without you, with or without you. All right, so no one has asked me about my week.
I
Hey,
did.
how was your week?
That was the first thing I asked you. I said, "How was your week, Chin?" And you ignored me. So
Yeah.
Oh,
put
I didn't
that on
use-
the record.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
It is on the record. We're recording this show?
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so my week is actually going to segue into the topic that you brought up earlier, which is backdoors. So,
Nope.
in information security, damn it.
Nothing funny there. Nope.
Okay, so last year at DEF CON, I got this 3-piece kit from Hack5. The rubber duck, the pineapple nano, and then the land turtle, right? Well, for the most part, those pieces of equipment stay in my backpack, and I just never had the time to really mess with them. And then earlier this week, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just plug this shit in and play with it, right? So I was trying to set up a reverse shell so that I could later deploy this thing as a test to see if I can get back into a network, backdoor, right? Like a backdoor to the network. And I could run it easily when it's booted up and just there for testing, great, right? But then when I restart the land turtle where it's supposed to be deployed, it doesn't start that reverse shell. So there's no point in deploying the damn thing because I can't get remote access to it later on. So that's just kind of what I'm fucking with, and I'm still trying to fix it.
So, if you set it up, it works, and then you restart it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, so if I boot up the device and then set it manually, it works. I could do reverse shell, whatever. But when I set it, and I've set the option to say, yes, start on boot and enable, right? And then when I deploy it to where it's a headless machine now on the network and I can't see it with a monitor, I try to use my VPS out there in the cloud to, access the reverse shell, and I cannot.
Why?
Do you have
I'm
S-
trying
do
to
you-
figure that part out, BGM.
Do you have remote access, like SSH access to it, right?
Yeah.
Can't you just start the service? Is that the issue?
The service, yeah, exactly. So
Are there any other devices that you can connect to in your network and then go to the...
no, but that would defeat the purpose. So remember, the land turtle is for pen testing purposes in actual, so you don't have another device that you have access to originally. Like maybe you have physical access for a brief moment in time. You go in there, deploy the device, and then you check it later. Boom! Now you have a shell on the network. That's the practical application. So I'm using auto SSH for this reverse shell, and again, manually set it, great, but it's not going to matter if you reboot it, when you actually deploy it, and then what?
Why don't you set it up when you're where you want to be?
Yeah, set it up.
Like go
see
like,
what the auto settings are. See what it sets itself to.
Well, the idea though is that okay, so you set it, set it with the
set it and
configuration.
forget
But
it.
if you see what the auto settings it's setting itself to, then maybe you can figure out where
like
the
what's
issue
blocking
is.
you from actually connecting to it or whatever.
where the problem lies.
Well, I saw a couple of things like okay, for instance, I know that it's getting DHCP, so I know that it's getting on
It's
the network.
getting an IP address.
So yeah, so I know that it's associating with the network. It's just not opening that hole, opening that access point. So, so what I try to do is manually, like I tried to write a script that I know I've used before, like on a Raspberry Pi to make the reverse shell, and that's also not running on boot. I don't know if it's a boot issue. I've Googled, and it is an issue that's out there for some people, and I haven't found a resolution. I found that the problem exists. Like other people have had this problem. No
is it
resolution.
just a script to open up the reverse shell?
Pretty much. It's an SSH command.
And you can't set it in a cron job?
I've tried that. Yep.
Why don't
So
you
it's-
set
I've
it
tried
as-
that. I've tried that on
what
RC
about
Local.
wrapping it in another script? Like you have a script that checks if it's running. If it's not, then run it.
Yep, try that
Run
too.
that every 5 minutes.
Yep.
Can't you make it a daemon so it starts on boot or something like that?
Well, that's what auto
That's what
SSH
it- yeah,
is
that's
supposed
what
to
it's
be.
trying to
yeah. Okay.
So it's
Wait, hold on. Damon?
What? What do you call it?
It's
Demon.
Demon, man.
It's daemon.
it's
No,
demons.
it's
It's definitely daemon.
Oh shit!
I thought it was Damon.
It's
actually.
definitely
It's
daemon.
demon.
It's Demon.
You two have never been more wrong about anything.
Yo,
in your entire
man,
life.
the demon come calling.
Yeah, steer into the eyes of the demon.
It's definitely
demon.
daemon.
Hold on, let's get a vote. Demon or Damon?
We're asking the audience
Oh, we
here.
have people who are like, I don't know, I don't want to offend anybody. What?
It's DAEMON.
Yeah, it's DAEMON.
D-A-A-E.
Yeah, hold on.
Thank you.
Ah, whatever.
Someone didn't pass.
How
Get out.
to
No, I'm kidding. I haven't seen you in like a month
Definitely
Damon.
daemon.
or two or whatever.
I bet you guys also pronounce it GIF.
Here, let's see how to pronounce
Yeah, thanks
demon.
for echo.
Here's the YouTube video. Let's see what
Okay.
YouTube says.
Is this us?
That's
Yeah,
us.
they're-
Hold on.
I was like, hey, we did this already.
I had our live stream up so I could capture a screenshot. Anyway,
We'll,
here
we'll
we go.
figure that out.
Here
We'll
we go.
figure that out later.
Demon.
Demon.
I don't care.
Look at this.
Oh!
Look at this.
And the
Chen,
internet has
Chen,
spoken.
2 times.
But now here's the problem, though.
You
The
guys can be
internet
wrong
also
together,
told
it's
us
okay.
that GIF is pronounced GIF, which I still disagree with.
So you're wrong with the mess.
No.
No.
We're right and you're wrong.
We'll continue this discussion after.
Okay, so anyway,
GIF is correct.
All right.
All right. Get out.
Open question to our audience. How do you pronounce demon? DAEMON. Is it demon or Damon? I say demon. Chen says demon. Everyone else is wrong. Okay.
okay, so let's get back to the story really quick. So
Yes.
I haven't given up on the project. I'm going to still kind of work with it, but that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, I've tried cron. I've tried the way that I've YouTube videos from Hack 5 that say this is how you set it up. I've followed verbatim. I've calculated for the Chen factor, and it's still a thing. So I'm still going to work with it. Hopefully, I have something better to report. But the reason why I bring it up is because I believe our topic today, or at least one of our main topics, is I was about to say black holes, back doors.
Wow. This is all right. I just got the title for this episode.
No, but actually,
What's the title?
I think it was something you posted about the backdoor into the phone security company.
Oh no, Vic posted that. Actually.
Oh yeah. Do you want to give us a rundown?
Sure. After I look at it.
I do have a question for you guys while you
Oh,
look
okay.
that up if
Yeah,
you
go
want.
ahead.
If I can buy you some time, Chen. I just wanted to know, because Zenify in chat earlier talked about an extension that he downloaded, and it kind of brought to mind a question. What browser do you guys use, both mobile and on desktop?
Chrome.
Just Chrome across the board?
Chromedy Chrome.
I use
Mobile and desktop?
Yeah.
Just across the board?
Chrome.
That's it?
Chrome.
That's it?
I do.
No, I use.
Really?
Chrome full life.
Okay.
I use a mixture
Really?
of Chrome and Firefox and Safari if I need some testing.
On your mobile? On
Actually-
your doot-doot?
On my mobile, just Chrome. I had Orbot for a while, or Orfox, but then I got a new phone and I never reinstalled it. So
The only exception is sometimes there's some outdated crap at my work that requires Internet Explorer.
Ugh.
oh yeah, actually
Well,
yeah.
I mean, work doesn't count.
Okay,
'Cause,
all right,
yeah,
work
I
doesn't
use,
count.
I use IE at work too.
Chromedy Chrome.
Why? What do you use?
I switched from Chrome to Firefox after Firefox introduced container browsing, but I'm thinking about going back to Chrome because I just don't like the way Firefox operates sometimes.
Why?
It's different. It's not hitting me the same way that
Finally,
Chrome does.
they're more or less the same.
I feel like they're more the same. Like I could use them interchangeably. Like
I mean, I do have an issue with Chrome's memory management, and I thought it was going to get better, but it's still shitty.
Okay, that's one of the reasons why I haven't switched back yet, because it is a really shitty memory management thing. But also, I don't really, I don't know. I don't know.
But I don't think Firefox is much better, actually. I don't have any hard testing, but I feel like they're both memory hogs.
Yeah, I do like the container browsing, though, because you can put a website in a tab, and it can't reach out to your other tabs to see where you're going. It can't track you across the web if you have it in its own container, which I like. That's a built-in feature of Firefox. Although I think Chrome has an extension that does that, so I might as well just do that. I don't know. But on mobile, I use Ghostery, and I love Ghostery. I'm not changing.
I have the Ghostery extension in all my browsers, like on laptops and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's Ghostery all about?
Ghostery browser? It's just a privacy browser.
Oh, neat.
But it's non-invasive, which is really cool. Some websites don't work, so I do keep Chrome as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
Cool.
Why were you wondering about what browsers we use?
I'm just curious. Chen, did you talk?
Okay, so first of all, I'm astonished at how many links are posted throughout all of our Discord. Which, by the way, if you're not on it, you should be. But
You're
I was
there all
looking-
the time. How do you miss this stuff?
No. I know it was there, but like I was looking through Random and Pub and like all these channels.
Wasn't looking at the hat channel.
God damn it.
Sorry.
There are other articles that I kind of want to bring up there really quick. So Vic also posted that the Chinese government is making AI a required class for high school kids.
That's awesome.
What do you think about that?
That's pretty cool.
That is good.
They
for
also
them.
make English a required class, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Look,
They gotta know
on
how to speak to their
Wikipedia, on
workers.
Wikipedia, it has both Demon or Damon.
So
Yeah.
we're both right.
Oh, well, that's just pandering. Pandering to these guys. Yeah.
I don't know.
that's
So
what it is.
is this like starting in the new school? I don't know how that works with the.
I don't know
AI
exactly
class.
when it's starting, but it seems to be. Well, geez, I think in China they have like school 6 days a week. I don't know.
Year-round?
Maybe I'm just being.
Racist. I'm just
No,
kidding.
well, I know in Japan they do school 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday.
If I remember correctly, you have 5 days of like academic schooling, and then the 6th day is like for culture, like where you're learning Chinese writing and like all this stuff. I think that's what it is. I can't remember now though. It's been a while since I've cared. Anyway, so I found that interesting, and I still can't find that article that
It's in
Vic
security
posted about.
theater.
Oh, it's in. Oh, that's right. That's the only one I didn't check.
Dude, just go down your list in Discord and on all the white channels and make them not white anymore.
Well, that's the only one I didn't check. Oh no, I opened up the wrong article again. Here we go. Shit, sorry guys, I'm fucking up.
who doesn't love surfing on the podcast? I'm kidding.
I hate that term.
Surfing?
Fox knows.
Web surfing?
Yeah,
Why
I
do
don't.
you hate
Who
surfing?
surfs anymore?
Fox?
Like in life or on the actual internet?
No, on the
Oh, yeah.
internet. I don't.
Everybody does. Everybody surfs on DB Island.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yes,
do you guys
sir.
like my Hydra Flask?
That's
No,
very nice.
absolutely not.
No.
You don't like it?
No, I don't
I
like
love
it.
this thing. I like the colors. Anyway, sorry. He said Big Island and that horrible Jamaican accent. and-
Why is a Hydra Flask that much better than any other water container?
Okay, I've had ice. Okay, this is not an endorsement, by the way. We don't. Hydro Flask is not a sponsor. But I've had ice in this thing, the same ice from like 3 days ago.
Ew.
No, I'm saying like I'm just adding water to it.
I don't think that's sanitary.
Is it? Why not? It's my own. Like why?
Yeah, if it's stainless steel on the inside.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stainless steel on the inside. Look,
I mean, I know that, but I'm
If
saying I
you're
don't think
crossing the
that's...
desert,
I don't want 3-day-old ice, though.
look, I replaced it. I'm just saying like.
Wait, so it's not 3 day old ice.
It's available for you. Like it could be 3 days.
So that is 3 days worth of ice.
Well, not anymore. It's finally melted.
I feel like it's Chen's MO to just forget ice in containers all the time.
Jesus
I feel like
Christ.
that's
it's like what was
Like-
that movie, the M Night Shyamalan, where the kid was leaving water all over the place? Signs.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Science.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like another episode where.
Did you ever see the theory that water is actually holy water? Because you know Mel Gibson plays a priest, and that the aliens weren't actually aliens; they were demons. That's
Or
why
it's
they reacted
demons.
that way.
No, I'm
to,
kidding.
holy
I'm totally
water.
kidding.
They reacted that way to the water because it was holy water.
I've seen that theory.
That would make that movie make so much more sense.
Yeah,
I mean, the movie
that's,
already
I mean,
made
that's
sense.
applying sense to a movie that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Yeah. What always
Don't?
bugged me.
Okay, wait. You guys want to do an over/under really quick on if I've seen the movie or not?
You haven't.
All right, fine, whatever.
You have. I'll take that bet.
I'll say you have.
I have not.
Yeah. Dude, I'm your best friend. You got to wink or something to let me know.
I know. I'm sorry. I haven't seen that movie yet, so sorry, dude. You lost that bet.
Damn it.
My bad.
Okay, fine.
So, anyway,
Oh no, go
go ahead.
I was just going to talk about signs. Just keep going.
no, go ahead.
Okay. So the
We don't have anything to talk about on this show. Just
No, I finally found the article.
Well,
but
that's what
go
I
ahead,
was
Vic.
gonna, you know,
Vic,
do whatever.
go
You
ahead,
got-
Satchel.
All right. So the thing that always bothered me about the movie was like, did these aliens not do any kind of opposition research? They're like, oh my god, water destroys me, so I'm gonna go to a planet that has 75% water.
yeah.
Maybe there's a difference between salt water and drinking
Or
water.
maybe
for
it
them.
was holy water, like the.
I mean, that's the
that's
thing,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. That
I like-
would make
I like
it make
mine.
sense.
And they're not aliens, they're demons.
Now
But
I want to
didn't-
watch.
But
I'm
didn't
going to
they
watch
have
this tonight.
spaceships? No, they
They
had spaceships.
They had
right?
demon
They had
ships.
spaceships.
Yeah, who said demons don't have spaceships?
They
Who
had
said
demon
demons aren't
ships that
aliens?
came down from demon space.
Aha!
Aha.
Okay, guys, really
There
quick.
we go.
What
No
a
plot
twist.
hole. No plot hole at all
No
there.
plot holes
Okay,
there. Nope.
now that I finally found the article, we can get the show back kind of on track.
I
kind
doubt
of.
it, but let's try
Is
it.
there even ever a track for this
No,
show?
not at all.
I feel
Or,
like-
or if it is, it's a
I
very.
feel like we're the Matterhorn of podcasts. There's no set track. We just bounce off the walls until we get to the end.
Exactly.
Wait, are you talking about the Matterhorn like at Disneyland?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty cool one. Anyway,
I'm the Yeti.
damn it. You know,
Sorry.
I'm gonna have that image burned in my head tonight as I go to sleep. I'm
Next
like,
time-
oh, Satchel.
Next time you go to Disneyland, you'll be like, ah.
I'm gonna take a picture and just send it to you.
There you go.
Okay, so finally we are back on track. This is according
Okay.
to Motherboard, motherboard.com. The title says, Hacker Breaches Securus, the company that helps cops track phones across the U.S. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Before
Wait,
we
I
even,
thought that was Grey Key. Oh, no, wait. No,
No,
never
that's-
mind. That's the one that breaks into iPhone.
So here's the thing.
Continue.
We've talked before on this show, and this is just reading the headline. I could dig deep into the article in a second, but just reading the headline, I mean, like, look at how prophetic our show has been, right? We've called this type of scenario before, where like a tool is available only to law enforcement, it gets breached, and now full access for anybody who knows how to find it.
I wouldn't know if it's, I mean, prophetic in the way that Simon and Garfunkel were prophets when they said that, you know, the writing's on the wall. The words of the prophets are written on the walls. Because, I mean, the writing was on the wall for all of this stuff. Every time that you make some set of tools exclusive, they're not really exclusive. You can find that set of tools, or someone's going to make another version of those tools somewhere else.
Every time.
Because that's the hacker way.
Right. As soon as you prove that something can be broken, even if you don't show how it's broken, someone is going to figure out how it's broken.
Yeah.
Right. So
If the words of the prophets are written on the walls, then yeah, then it's prophetic. Otherwise, it's just common knowledge.
It's just what happens.
yeah, it's cause and effect.
Yeah.
okay, now next question, and the answer is probably no. Do you think they have learned their lesson?
Of course not.
Who?
Yeah.
Law
Well,
enforcement?
Absolutely
just-
not.
Well, yeah, I guess law enforcement and the companies
How
who.
many lessons has law enforcement learned in the history of law enforcement?
That's
Aside
true. I
from
don't
make
know.
more laws.
Right.
That's
Well, you know, torture's totally effective.
speaking of torture, you want to talk about the new CIA director?
Oh.
Anyway.
Wow.
Anyway, that's for
Every
a political
time.
show that we
Every
don't have.
time.
We
That's
really
for a
should,
political
We
podcast.
don't have that.
we really should do that.
Yeah.
We should not.
Why
Wait,
not?
A political
Not-
podcast?
yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want no part of that.
No.
That's all you guys.
No, I mean, like, anyway.
Fair enough.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so the article
So-
just goes on with like they don't know how many clients use the service, but it just shows it indicates lack security in
Huh.
law enforcement. So yeah, big surprise.
That's
Say-
weird.
Nothing
say-
surprising about this article.
Lacks security in law enforcement. I mean,
We just got a new set of flashy hacker tools from the government. It says default password here is 0000.
Anyway, yeah, so I mean, yes, I feel like this is a big story, but at the same time, it's kind of like a
Of course.
yeah, exactly. Like, well, we fucking told you, like, and we're not the only podcast that talks about this stuff. So
No.
it's not just us who's looking at this thing like, okay.
I mean, I really hope it's not just us.
so
No, I know one for
This-
instance off the hook.
If you explain what's going on,
Yeah.
everybody should be like, no, that's a bad idea.
Right.
It's not anything that just InfoSec podcasts should touch.
But it is amazing, though, honestly, how many people think, well, we can trust them with it.
right.
Because
and
they're-
I was going to say, to play devil's advocate, what's the alternative? You know,
not
I mean,
having these things.
not having these tools, right? But then law enforcement can't do their job.
It's their job to check on everyone's phone.
Not
calls?
everyone's. Not everyone's. I mean, there are definitely should be limits to their power, but I mean, some phones definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, so what's the alternative? What do they do then in that case?
I mean, there are ways to enforce laws without having to know everything about everybody or geolocation.
I mean,
I'm saying as far as like investigation purposes and whatnot, if they need to get into a suspect's phone or something like that, those are real cases.
Well, in
but
that case,
this is the argument about like we need to break encryption for the many to find the few.
Well,
not that I'm saying that needs to happen, but what's the alternative?
what's the
okay, all right.
alternative,
So
right.
you're coming from a devil's advocate angle. So my solution would be, since phones, I would assume, fall under the Fourth Amendment, would be to make it so you can be compelled to unlock your device by warrant. Same way you can be compelled to open your house for searches, to open your trunks for searches.
The power of law compels you.
I mean,
The power of law. You said law compels, and
Yeah, the same way you can turn a key to unlock your house,
You can
be
unlock-
compelled to enter your PIN to unlock your phone.
But I feel like, I mean, yes, it's definitely one possibility, but it's so much easier to wipe a phone than it is
and
wipe a house.
that's the problem with law enforcement. They just go with whatever's easier. Let's just get these tools that everybody.
No, I'm
can
saying
break
it's
into.
easier to wipe a phone than it is a house. Like, let's say they get a warrant for your house.
House
you
wiped.
can't move your. I mean, you probably could.
Well, I mean,
but
what's
you
to
can't
stop
move your
them?
home.
What's to stop them from wiping their phone before you get a chance to use the tools?
They're less. I would say they're less likely to know. That would be my argument.
I mean, you
for-
could grab the phone as long as you have the phone in your possession, and you don't go into it. Then you're not breaking that Fourth Amendment law. You know,
I feel like if they're just a suspect at that point, it's illegal if you seize their phone.
it might be because it's
illegal.
property.
You know,
That's a real gray line. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So I
But
mean,
then again, you know, there was evidence in safes before phones that people could have just opened when they got home and burned, or
Right.
like
torn
documents.
up or shredded.
Yeah, definitely.
shredded like Cambridge Analytica.
I was actually struggling to answer your devil's advocate question, but I'm gonna go with BGM on this because
damn it.
you can compel someone. You need to open that safe.
I
or
mean,
you
if
need
it
to-
falls under the Fourth Amendment, then yeah, you can say, here's a warrant, we need to search your device,
Right.
and they can be compelled by
Right.
law to open it. Otherwise, they face a federal.
see, and
federal
that's
crime.
without violating anybody else's privacy.
Yeah.
right.
But see,
It-
no,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I was going to say, to your example, though, you were saying, it's a lot easier to wipe a phone than it is to wipe a house.
Yeah.
But if you burn the documents in your safe, you're guilty of destroying evidence.
That is
So-
true. That is true.
Same.
Yeah.
I just feel like and I mean, this
Do you
is
always walk away with a wiped phone, sir?
yeah.
You always walk
All
around with
the
this?
time.
I like to keep it light, But I mean,
I hate that bloat.
just
Bloatware.
to be an asshole. Like, I mean, I think it's a lot harder to seize someone's phone. Like, how do you know it's their phone? How do you know they didn't swap it out for a new phone? Like anything like that.
I mean, you're not being an asshole. It's a solid question.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's for better minds than mine to come up with. But
This is true.
I
We're
think,
not
I think,
lawmakers.
yeah, I'm not a lawmaker or a lawyer, as as
Ianal.
Jen
So,
says.
your phone though is trackable to you if they
By
have the
me.
IMEI of
Oh
the
yeah,
phone.
yeah. Oh,
Who
that is
pays the
true.
bills?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
Well, I didn't think about that. You are right. All right,
Yeah.
I take that back. Well, I don't take it back, but yes.
Right.
I mean, but it is a great. I mean, something has to be done. I don't know what. It's not for me to figure out.
I think we've already got it. I mean, like you saying, the Fourth Amendment.
But there might be something blocking that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not informed enough to know if
But now
that's
we're
an
assuming
actual
that the-
viable solution.
Fourth Amendment still exists with current landscape.
But
Well-
I feel like that would have been the best solution right off the bat, because this way you don't have them
trying to break
these
encryption.
tools. Yeah, you don't have these tools that people
Trying.
are making.
I think the only thing that you're missing from that equation, though, is police officers are people and people are lazy.
Well, police officers are people, and you can't make high-end, completely locked down software for regular people.
Also true, yes.
You don't want, because these people, even though they're law enforcement, they don't want to have to jump through 4 or 5 hoops for two-factor authentication for anything
Man,
like this
you
to
mean I
get
have to
into their
respect this
applications.
motherfucker's privacy? God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, just to get into the application. Imagine, if you will, that in order to use these tools, you needed two-factor authentication. Okay, here's my password. Here's my proof that I'm also in law enforcement, so I'm not just a rogue agent using this software. That sort of thing.
Or
But
it goes to
they
your
wouldn't wanna
commanding
do that.
officer.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to do something like
Yeah.
that because that's too many steps. It's too much work.
Yeah.
But if
Fuck work.
Okay, it's too many steps. It's too much work. But
And that's just not. That's. I'm sorry, Chin. That's
Yeah,
not
no.
just law enforcement. That's the user base at large. That's people at large.
True. Right.
It's hard to get people to want to have that extra security because they just want to type in Amazon and be logged in. They don't want, anything.
They don't
getting in
want
the
to
way
type a
of that.
password into their computer. They
Yeah.
just want to sit down and
Yeah.
and,
use
it's ready to
Yeah.
like never mind. I don't want to get into it.
I mean,
it was from a movie I watched.
I don't stay logged in on any sites, but I do use a password manager that automatically logs me into sites too. But that's still one extra step. I have to type in my master password for the password manager when I
Right.
log onto my computer.
Oh, right. I was gonna say for every site you log into. That sounds cumbersome.
No, well, it automatically
Yeah,
logs
yeah,
me.
that makes sense.
So.
Speaking of breaking encryption, PGP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there might be somebody in
What does
the
that stand
audience
for?
who
Pretty
can
good.
pretty good protection or
Pretty
pretty
good
good privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, or is it protection, privacy? No, it's privacy. Thank you.
Privacy.
Yeah. Privacy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, I saw this. I think it happened on Monday. Monday morning was like breaking news, and I was, and the funny thing, well, not to burn any bridges or throw anybody under the bus, but as the news is breaking, I'm sending this link to people in management, and I'm like, oh, check this shit out. It sounds important. And they're like, this is just another flavor of the week exploit. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's PGP in email. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's something Crux uses. Crux, you watching?
No, but from what I've read, and it hasn't been since it's been since Monday. I believe it's a for emails that have HTML encoding enabled, and so it's something where you manipulate the image tag, kind of like a sandwiched exploit where the HTML encoding breaks that line or that flow of encryption so that you get the other part of the message. So you put that in the top part, like right below the header. Again, I'll have to review it, but actually, maybe Community Mike can save my ass.
Yeah, they called it HTML wrapping. So what you're essentially doing is you're taking like an HTML header, you're taking the encrypted text, and you're embedding it in there, but you're putting a URL, for example, and then you're basically saying, call this image out, let's say it's a website or whatever. And so when you open up your message, you have to decrypt it. Once you decrypt it, right, it says, oh, I have to go to this URL. It sends it out along with your unencrypted, now decrypted message.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like CSRF, but
Kind of,
for
yeah.
PGP?
It's basically tricking the system. So there was
Yeah.
like this controversy we're reading about, like, oh, OpenPGP is busted. Like, no, the encryption's not busted.
Yeah,
They're
that was
saying
the,
it's more like your implementation. It's like
Yeah.
you're allowing this. And then there was another guy saying, well, you allowed it in your API, right? So
Yeah.
if you just do plain text, right, it wouldn't do that. But they're just saying don't
Yes.
automatically decrypt or, or say launch this URL or HTML.
yes. Thank you, Community Mike, for saving my ass.
I really like his shirt, by the way. It's not on camera, but he's wearing a shirt that's in the Stranger
Oh,
Things
Secure
font, and
Things?
it says "Secure Things."
Nice. But Community Mike is right. You can. They're calling the exploit efail, and you can mitigate this by, of course, disabling HTML encoding in your emails so they don't do what you just described.
Yeah, and I'd say they were testing a bunch of different. So I know Thunderbird Mail was vulnerable to it, Apple Mail. There were like 15 others or whatever. Those are the most critical ones. But they didn't mention anything else about like Gmail or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But main takeaway, PGP itself is not broken, like Community Mike said. It is the implementation of. So, also for those who don't know what CRF stands for, that's cross-site reference forgery.
Request for
Request forgery, thank you. Whoops. As you can tell, I haven't studied my OWASP. God, I'm failing all over the fucking place. Anyway, so that's that.
That's how we learn, Chen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
how
mean,
we
this
learn.
podcast is for learning,
This is us failing so people teach us stuff.
mostly for me learning.
Actually, yeah, isn't that the whole?
I like that.
That's one major thing you can do on the internet is just throw a whole bunch of wrong information out there, and the internet will correct
That's
you.
that's
Oh, yeah.
my rule. That's my rule. The fastest way to correct information is to assert incorrect information.
Look at that, I am learned. So, okay, while all that was going on, I actually posted a link here in the live stream
Yeah, I was going to
channel.
ask you about that.
Yeah, so it's a periodic table that was shared to us by the Community Mike that was just up here. I don't know if I should drop handles here. But we were talking, actually, Doxy, I'm glad you're here today because it's all these DevOps resources, right? Like
He has it up.
GitHub, Chef, Puppet, Salt, Docker. Which one do you use, or when do you use it? So there's in this link, it's a periodic table of when to use such resources. So the discussion was, we are overwhelmed with ways to solve the problem, right? We're overwhelmed with things that we could implement to make the job easier. And it's hard to kind of keep up with everything, especially in the workspace where, like, well, you're a sysadmin, but now you're going to be moving into DevOps. We want to throw everything in the cloud and run it this way. And now you got to learn this type of thing. Now you got to know what the LAMP stack is or whatever this is. So
Yeah.
what do you think about it? Because you hate Docker.
That's what I was going to say. I have no opinion on anything else at the moment. I mean, I've used Salt, I've used Chef Ansible and all that stuff.
Do you have a
Docker's
preference?
Salt, but I don't really have any like good reasons for it. I just like it.
So you're taking a hardline stance here, because last time you're like, I don't know what Docker is, but I don't like it. Now you're taking a
more I
hardline.
think- the
I
more-
hate Docker.
I didn't say I hate Docker, but I just don't get its usefulness. I don't understand what I would gain from using Docker I
Over
know-
like a VM.
over a VM. I know we've talked about it, and I know people have. I don't
Actually,
say.
Mr. T85
Yeah,
sent a
he sent a
response
message
Yeah.
just a while ago.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh,
I.
it's like 4 weeks ago, Chan.
It was a while ago.
Gotta
I'll
really
find it.
Scroll up. Scroll up.
I
No, he
just,
sent it through text.
It's past the stuff about the hat.
of all the tools and stuff,
Shut up.
I get the usefulness of all of them more or less. I haven't looked at. There's a lot. I haven't looked at all of them, but for the ones I use, I get them. Docker, I just don't understand in any form why I want to use it. I really don't. It seems like just extra work for me, like extra tools and stuff I have to implement for no reason.
Okay, this is I'm quoting this from Mr. T85. Oh man, I'm just listening to last week's podcast, which, side note, that was probably about 3 months ago now. Oh, this is from April 10th. This text message is from April 10th.
Yeah,
so whenever
so
we talk
4
about
weeks
it.
ago.
And I'm.
Oh, yeah, okay, so like a month ago.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, sorry, back to the text. I'm listening to last week's podcast. Docker is way more than what Doxy thinks. You can Dockerize every component of a system as microservices, so you can alter a single service without bringing down an entire system. Each service is completely independent and communications through APIs so that it is more secure than a single system.
No.
You're just going to say no to that?
No.
All right, well, I'll let
just-
him yell at you again.
I mean, we can. I would like to discuss it further. I just don't agree with all of that. I just don't agree.
he just told you why. It's way
I mean,
more than
to an
just a
extent,
VM.
like I get the microservices part and about containerization of like microservices and stuff. Just no. I'm just gonna go.
Just no.
Just gonna
But
go with
you
the no
don't
on
have
that
to take down an entire system to fix a service. In this kind of instance.
But what do you gain over spinning up a VM and putting the service on that?
Because you have to spin up a VM.
It takes about the same amount of time. If you've got your settings correct.
we have the community laughing at you.
We have another
it's-
no from the community.
I mean, maybe we should play around with Docker more. Maybe it is more efficient.
Oh.
Maybe I'm just missing the light. I don't get it though. From the little, I've used it a little bit. Like I'm no expert, so I could be totally wrong. I probably am. But from my use case, I don't see any benefit over spinning up a VM.
We'll have a debate, I guess, after the show.
what are the RAM concerns? The
For
resource concerns for VM over Docker.
Docker definitely uses less resources as far as RAM and stuff.
So isn't that a
That is a plus. That is definitely a plus. It's definitely a plus. Not a big enough one for me to switch my entire architecture to it, though.
It's also not a whole another OS. You get the patch.
It's yeah.
It's
We
a
have
patch.
we have a comment from the community
It's
saying it's
also
also
not
not a whole other OS.
That we have to keep patched and maintain and stuff. That's definitely true. That is definitely true.
Oh, I think we're going to sell Doxy on this
Absolutely
by
not.
the end of the episode.
No. I still. What? No, I don't.
Oh, now he's just trying to be a wall about it.
He's gonna cling to his
Until-
Ford Model T
They can fucking pry.
in the age of electric cars.
runs better than a horse. Leave me alone.
They can fucking pry spinning VMs from my cold dead hands. I'm just gonna go with it until no one lets me do it anymore.
Well, okay.
Remember back in episode 2 when we were talking about how the mindset in our fields, in our collective fields of technology shouldn't be, this is the way I've always been doing it, and this is how I'm going to do it, because you always have to be learning, you always have to
This
be
is
willing
true.
to
This is
change in
definitely
order
true.
to...
And I still agree with that. I definitely have used Docker. I've experienced it, so I'm not like stonewalling it. I just prefer to not use it.
All right.
I feel like that's not too wrong.
Oh,
I
this
don't-
thing
I
is so
don't-
efficient. Fuck it.
I don't
else.
use either. I just really like if I see a pot sitting there, I'm going to stir it. I mean,
Right,
that's
right, right.
It's what's going to happen.
No,
it's
but-
my Italian gene. Like if I'm in a kitchen and there's a pot, I'm going to stir it.
You got to stir it. Right, right.
Wow, that went around.
But it's the way I've always done it. Is my bread and butter, man. Because whenever I find that, I know that there's an opportunity to make it better. Because
Wait,
whenever I hear
uh,
someone at a company, right, that I work at say, "Oh, well, this is just the way we've always done this."
Oh, so like this is an
I'm
opportunity
like-
for you
I'm
to
like-
replace the
I'm like,
previous guy.
Oh,
You're
that's
like-
nice. And I go over here like, but here's a whole new way, and
You
it
just
does it
write
faster.
down. You like take out your steno pad of companies you can now be the CTO of.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
yeah.
you say that you do this all the time, okay?
uh-huh.
So I can knock that out of the way, and you,
Yeah.
yes,
I mean, I-
you'll be out of the job in 3 months.
I'm going to replace you with a Tableau report.
Fuck it, you'll be replaced with an Excel spreadsheet with macros now.
I don't think I'm that rigid, but I get what you're saying.
No.
We're gonna convince him
you're
by the
not.
end of the episode.
No.
See, now I think you're just saying no because he wants to say
But
no.
see-
No, and
You're going to convince him when he has a use case.
yeah.
Dude, what's gonna be so
I'm-
funny is
and
it
af-
like
after this, I'm gonna go back and use it more.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna,
say-
I'm gonna get real deep into it.
yeah. And then a month later, we're gonna come back to this, we're gonna revisit this topic, and he's gonna be like, "Holy shit, you guys, I love Docker."
You wanna bet on it?
I mean the
An eyebrow?
the other eyebrow.
Yeah, the other eyebrow.
I mean the title of this episode is Black Holes and Backdoors. So just get really deep in there. Continue the theme. Continue the theme.
community
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, save him.
So to Oxy's point, though, it's like if you don't have a use case for it, that's fine. It's like why do you want to use something that if you're
Just-
perfectly fine with VMs, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there are other use cases for containerization, like for example in cloud, like hybrid cloud, right? Containers now make them much more portable. So you're not like stuck in one infrastructure where you say, "Oh shit, I got to move this." Now you could do that with VMs too. You could say put an OVA file for it, you
Yeah.
can move it over. But containers are way more portable. So like one thing that companies are doing is saying, "I have on-prem and I have AWS, for example, and say AWS is having a sale. Well, I can move a lot of my containers over to here as long as the host OS layer is pretty much the same,
Yeah.
right?" And you could say, "Oh shit, Azure has a sale. Move your shit over there, right? As long as you have everything
So
set
you're
up
just saving
underneath."
money perpetually on
Yeah.
That's way easier than spinning up new VMs
Right,
and
that's
taking
way
them
easier.
down
That is
But
true.
all the
that's
time.
not your use case.
That is true. I'm not. I'm not
That's
hunting.
one of them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing that
not
I've-
yet.
Another thing that I've seen as far as use case and like moving VMs, of course, is like you have the host machine like in New York, and that has like an outage. You can simply move that VM over to a data center in California
Yeah.
quickly.
That sounds like
And I mean quickly. It's like it was something that VMware made.
well, it sounds like something really useful for like startups and incubators where they don't know where their data is going to be stored next week, so they can just move it here, move it there.
Yeah, and some containers are meant for like just workloads, right? You're not storing anything on it. You're just running a service on it to do something, to move data back and forth, to process something, right? Other containers maybe do like say storage or whatever. You're going to have those up a little longer, but you know it all depends. I mean, there's if you look at what's out in the public Docker repositories, there's I think thousands of different images that people have spun
Yeah.
up or just created. You just download and run them, right? And with a VM, say it's on Windows, right? Now you have a licensing constraint. You just can't throw up a VM out there,
That is
right,
true.
with Windows on it. You go, hey, let me go grab that copy. It's like, you can't do that. There's a licensing issue, right? Containers, you don't have that.
Oh, we got schooled.
I mean, no. I totally get it.
Wow.
I just don't.
I didn't
mean,
say you got schooled. I said we got
I
schooled.
mean, which
We have,
is
we have
awesome.
one more community mic.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not so sure about Docker for deploying apps because you can always just compile your app into a single executable and the operating system takes care of separating it from other things. But a way to plug and my second thought was Cinch OP. As a member, there's a new benefit that members get. You
Ooh,
get a
yes, thank you.
You basically get your own Docker container on the server running in the server rack behind me. And it's not actually a Docker container. It's managed with LXD, but it's the same sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. You can have root access in your own container and get things running on it as a member of the Cinch OP, a paying member.
Yes, thank you, for that.
You get your own land in the fiefdom. I like that.
Yep, it's it's cool.
Yeah. I will say in terms of apps, at least in terms of Python, Python recommends running each app in its own VM, or at least running Python in general in its own VM. So it doesn't recommend Docker for that sort of thing. It recommends a VM. specifically.
I'm hearing a lot of both sides.
I think we're going to convince him. Oh, we got more.
There's
Sorry.
one more thing that Doc's would go nuts for. By default, Docker runs as root, like the Docker daemon, which freaks a lot of security people out.
Anything running in root does, but as long as you maintain vigilance, I mean, you can audit. I'm assuming Docker keeps logs, so
I run everything
Yeah.
in root.
it's like if you
I'm kidding.
forward everything that
And you
Docker
open-
does to Splunk, and I think you're
Yeah.
fine.
And Chen opens netcats into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use Netcat as my reverse shell.
Me
No, I'm
personally,
kidding.
I don't know how to do any kind of logging, tracking, or auditing, so I just open up logs in Notepad and I go character by character. I'm kidding, guys.
I don't.
I was going to say, you're
I
better
still
at
want to be
regex
on
than
the
I
show.
am.
I still want to be on the show.
All right. Well, actually, you know what? That took a while to pull up all these resources. Like that was an exercise for me. You know, all these articles.
Yeah,
and-
Googling. I get
Not
some
Googling,
eyebrow
searching through
sweat.
Discord.
I get some eyebrow sweat when I Google. He might not have an eyebrow anymore, so the sweat will just go into his eyes. When he
Damn it!
Googles.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's hot as damn.
these
it.
are useful, man.
I know.
Well, it sounds like you're not going to lose your eyebrow. I'm
I'm
kind of
definitely not.
disappointed about that, but I mean,
I'll
whatever.
wear a bandana.
It's not about what Chen wants. So.
I'll make it work.
All right. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about?
You were talking about your immense sacrifice for Googling
Yeah, all
things?
the time.
No, no, just scanning through Discord. Well, because I had to get the article that Vic sent, and then, you know, anyway.
You're so brave.
I know, I just got a lot of stuff to do.
Single tier right there.
Yeah.
That's what that
That's
was.
fine.
I'm playing.
Yeah, yeah, I know. No, every week is shit on Chen.
Sorry.
No, anyway, so
I feel like that's the subtext for this entire podcast.
yeah,
a little
the
bit.
podcast where we shit on Chen. All right. So, anybody else have any topics before we go on?
Go
No.
on.
Nope.
Cambridge Analytica.
Oh shit! Yes. Well, it's kind of a.
I feel like that's irrelevant.
So they filed for bankruptcy, but they're just rebranding. They're changing their name.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to name themselves?
They
Or is
already
it-
it already got announced. Let me see if I can find it.
So they are. What's their relationship to DeVos? Or don't they have? They have
DeVos.
some kind
Oh,
of.
Betsy DeVos.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Emerdata. EMERDATA. That's what Cambridge Analytica changed their name to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emmer data?
Yeah.
But don't they have some kind of relationship with like Blackwater or something like that? I thought we had.
Is that like non-potable water? I don't.
No. The people that we paid to torture people.
I feel like no, because all of these people are connected in some weird way to every shady thing. Like Betsy DeVos is the heiress to Amway,
Right.
And
This sounds like it should go on our after podcast show.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
The podcast after.
yeah. This is
Podcast after.
this is what I'd put on my conspiracy hat and go nuts. So
Well, they are
let's-
related.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a conspiracy.
I don't.
Does this
that's
look
a-
like the after podcast
Well,
podcast?
I mean, that's
saying?
the reason why it's taking Mueller
They're just
so
gonna
long. Is
steamroll through.
you put it earlier. He can't find the bottom of the hole. So,
Right. Yeah.
So I mean,
Or if anyone's ever tried to grind rust off of a car, like to do body work, and it's just more rust, and more rust, you just can't find
and
bare
eventually
metal.
you just don't have a car anymore.
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
Just sand it into dust. Anyway, Chen,
Yes.
please continue.
carry on.
All right. Well, since we don't have any more articles and we don't have any more comments that are for the main podcast, by the way, if you don't know how to find our after show, we don't either. We'll figure that out.
I was gonna say.
We don't really have an after show, but we do have a Discord in which we
Yes.
participate.
Yes.
Yes,
all week.
We're
so-
chatting all week. Eventually, we'll probably have an after show.
We should totally do that.
Yeah, but
I mean, right now our after show is Dungeons and Dragons. So.
Yeah.
yes, but the
Which will
never mind. I was
going
going
to
to say a joke that I'm not even going to try. All right. So
Will
anything
it?
else? Wait, what?
What?
Will
What?
it? Will it be filmed?
I don't know. That's what we said.
Oh, I gotta
I don't
put
know
on my
anything.
face before we
Not
start
today.
D&D then. Oh, okay.
Not today.
Okay.
Next campaign.
Maybe when I have a hat.
So
One
never.
day.
Okay, all right. So since we're run out of, not things to say, but we've run out of articles, we're going to go on to the lightning round. Does anybody have an objection to that?
No.
Negative.
No. Okay, who wants to go first?
Me.
Not me.
Nice.
Okay, then it works.
Right?
You guys are like...
We're in
yin
sync.
and
Kinda.
We're in sync.
All right. So for those of you who do not know, towards the end of the show, we look at these articles from zdnet.com/topic/security. So we're reading the security headlines, okay? So we don't want to tell you how to think or what to think, but we do want to tell you where to look At
Where
least-
to think.
Where to think? Yeah, that's what it is.
When to think.
Where to think and
To
when.
think. Now. To think.
Yes. So we're going to do this
Here
lightning
and
round.
now.
Yes. We will give our tweets length, which BGM always uses twit longer. So we'll just give you our opinion of what the hell we think about these
like
articles.
having
So it's
options.
purely on the headlines.
And maybe the sub.
Okay, sub headlines. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But I have this also in kind of like a smaller window. It's like a 3x7 window or a 5x7 window. So I don't actually.
In a world of pixels, Chen talks in inches.
I don't get it. How does everybody get that from me?
I'm ready.
Okay. You're going first, Doxy.
I'm ready.
I'm good. I'm great.
All right. First article. All right. IBM warns of instant breaking of encryption by quantum computers. Move your data today. To where?
That's
sorry.
Yeah. That's all I got. Where? Where am I going to put it?
Yeah.
They spelled BGM wrong because I'm pretty sure I talked about that years ago when quantum computing
that was like our
was first making its headway. So to I don't know about the article, but to expand on that, here's my twit longer. They estimate that if we can get a stable 24-qubit quantum computer going, that can break all asymmetric encryption currently. And IBM themselves, they have a stable 21-qubit system open to the public. So, I mean, once it hits 24 stable qubits, it breaks asymmetrical encryption, which means banking is gone. Any kind of encrypted text message is gone, broken.
So does this also mean that cryptocurrency would get screwed too?
Cryptocurrency is also screwed, yeah.
Well,
Anything
then-
on the blockchain, really.
Well,
Time for me
Which
to-
includes something that I joined a long time ago, but I don't think I mentioned. It's called Library, LBRY.
You know what? I got that today.
I sent you all invitation.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's-
so
'cause
what
I
is
was-
it exactly?
I was wondering why I signed up for that.
It's a media sharing thing, but there's like no. I have to like look this up because
Okay.
there's a reason why it runs on the blockchain, number one, but there's a reason why like it's better than normal YouTube. Also, it can give content creators money by not really giving, like you earn credits by watching stuff, and you can share those credits to like watch more things. It's weird,
Interesting.
but it's and then you can train the credits for Bitcoin. Like you can actually make money off of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. Because I did see, it's funny, I did see the title in my email, but I was like, what the fuck is this? I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know what that was.
Same exact thing I did.
It's just media on the blockchain, but that also will be broken.
All right.
Quantum computers.
So
Wow.
my hashtag is S/IBM/BGM/G. All right, yours. How's that?
I like that said replacement for.
Man, I better start writing all this crap down.
Oh, nice. I see what you
The
did there.
quantum computing is broken.
All right, next article, which is actually only Article 2 in 3 minutes.
copy the closed captioning for every movie.
Man.
Close his door.
Next article. Mirai botnet adds 3 new attacks to target IoT devices.
Says this uses exploits instead of brute force attacks, but I feel like it's going to keep happening until they implement better password stuff for IoT devices.
Yep. Hashtag Internet of Threats.
Oh shit, I like
nice.
that. Damn it.
Nice.
Par for the course.
Yeah. This again?
All right, let's see. Here we go. This is the third article. 1 in 4 APAC firms not sure if they suffered security breach.
What is APAC?
Wow.
Asia
Did we-
Pacific companies.
Did we get breached, guys? Did somebody just come in through the back door? I don't know. I can't feel it. Sorry, I'm sorry.
We've been saying
Wow.
that the entire episode. We did so good.
What happened?
Well, we thought we were breached, but it turns out it was Fred who just deleted the files. He deleted logs.
Fucking
Twice
Fred.
comments.
It's always Fred
Damn it.
or Gary if you're in Hawaii.
I told you guys, right? I do actually have a cousin named Gary,
In
and he
Hawaii?
actually lives in Hawaii. And I'm like, holy shit!
Didn't you say there's no one named Gary?
Yeah.
in Hawaii?
Chen-
That's why I'm surprised. I'm more surprised than you
Chen
guys.
took my advice, and he asserted really wrong information and got corrected super quick.
I got corrected by my family. I'm like, hey, Ma, do we have people? Are there people in Hawaii named Gary? And she's like, yeah, your fucking cousin. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh, whoops. My bad. Yeah, I felt really bad. I haven't talked to Gary since.
or before.
Or before.
I did.
Right.
I had no idea. All right, next article. Let's see. Ex-Intel security expert. This new Spectre attack can even reveal firmware secrets. Ooh.
What's being done about Spectre? I don't know.
I feel like Spectre's going to be this long, like, thing that just doesn't go away, almost like a ghost.
Like a lingering fart.
But it lingers. Yeah.
Like a lingering fart that you're just like, okay, like.
Yeah.
So every time I see the term Spectre, I think about James Bond, you know, and the whole evil corporation
Right.
organization. Yeah.
Spoilers. Spoilers, dude.
It's the name of the movie.
Well, not only that, but Spectre's been around since the '60s. Like
Dr. No.
Dr. No.
Well, he
and
was part of
Blofeld.
Spectre.
I was
And-
just joking.
No, wait. Moonraker was part of Moonraker.
Right, but Blofeld and I think even Goldfinger was also part of Spectre.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
maybe.
Yep.
Brush up on your James Bond history.
Man, it can reveal.
Also your regular history.
It can reveal firmware secrets. Now hackers are gonna know how much RAM I have. I'm kidding.
I got it.
That one fell flat.
It wasn't that bad. It was like a. That's all.
Oh, community mic.
For firmware secrets, the encryption built into Windows, what's it called?
BitLocker?
BitLocker?
Yes.
It stores the key in your firmware.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, that's
Damn.
handy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, good.
Man, all these good things.
Yay. Encryption as we know it's going away.
All right, so
Yay.
are we going to start a pool on when there's a service for law enforcement to start storing these BitLocker keys?
Oh, God.
Cool. So we're gonna do like an over/under, or like a pool, like with days or months out.
Yeah, I'm going to bet 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Put me down for 6.
Until they're storing BitLocker.
Got you down for 6. I feel like a bookie.
You got to have a pencil in your ear.
Oh yeah. You know I used to do that anyway. Okay. Usually when people stand up. All right. Next one. Operator of counter antivirus service scan for you prosecuted. Probably for doing nefarious shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they were hosting malware or designed for malware developers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a service designed to teach malware developers how to circumvent
Turns out a
antivirus.
Sorry. Turns out a guy that was doing crimes was prosecuted for doing crimes.
Oh, actually.
In other news, the royal wedding.
Another news. Yeah.
All right, let's end on this article because I think it's going to be hilarious.
There we go.
How to use a VPN to protect your internet privacy.
Not for long.
Well, that's very true.
Yeah.
You start your VPN, then log into Tor. That's it. I trail off.
And then
Dot.
once you're in Tor, get into another VPN. I don't know.
Get into another VPN where the host IP is your actual house.
And then you open incognito mode. They'll never find you.
Well,
Security.
the IP will be
Layers.
coming from your house, but it'll be jumping so far they'll never know.
They'll be
You'll
like,
be hiding
oh,
in
no,
plain
this
sight.
is just another hop.
I feel like
Yeah.
someone told us one time that if you use incognito mode, you're more likely to be fingerprinted, right? Your browser fingerprint, because it's not something normal users use.
Wait, if what?
If you use incognito mode, you're more likely to be fingerprinted.
Well, there are ways. Yes, there's fingerprinting and there's anti-fingerprinting. So, like for instance, changing your window size and
All that,
et cetera, et cetera. You know.
Not using font set and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
you know.
I know stuff.
Okay, so actually, let's end on this one because this
Damn
is kind
it.
of interesting. Sorry, my bad. All right, Google to remove secure indicator from HTTPS pages on Chrome.
Just remember the other thing I wanted.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either. But
Well, so. Oh, sorry.
So, I guess this might actually be the first step to Google forwarding their own secure protocol, which is HSTS, I think. Instead of HTTPS, they have a new protocol, HSTS, that is sponsored by Google.
oh, we have a head shaking over there.
So,
No?
so I actually. Oh, you want to
No, am I wrong?
Um,
Yeah, I like to be corrected.
no, it's not that you're wrong. It's that it's not that they're now highlighting when sites are secure. It's that they're assuming secure as the default, and they're going to highlight when sites are insecure.
Right.
That makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a three-phase thing. They're going to do this first, and then the next thing they're going to have one for not secure and one for secure, and then eventually it's just going to be.
Was the
This
first
is
step
not
was
secure.
to drop the do no evil phrase?
That's
from their-
that's the thing I
from their
thought
company?
of. Yeah, yeah.
Community mic?
Yeah, what you think of HSTS is the HTTPS strict transport security.
Yeah.
So that just enforces that you're using HTTPS.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Cool.
It's not Google provide. I don't think it's Google provider.
I feel like we have the internet in this room because every time we've thrown some wrong information, we've been like that
Well, I
to
mean,
get corrected. No, it's great.
good.
I love it. I love it.
First episode, we decided to have
I
like
know.
a community mic when we found out that we were going to do the show at Cinch OP. The first episode, Chen and I talked about it, and we're
Yeah.
like, let's have a community mic because I'm wrong all the time,
And I'm
I-
Chen.
and I don't like to be wrong, especially on a show designed to inform people,
To give
So,
information.
yeah,
Right, yeah,
so
yeah.
if
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going to
this
be
is great.
wrong, I would love to have live fact checking. So
Absolutely.
it's great.
Yeah, this is great. So if you know that we're full of shit, please let us know at the
Yeah.
community mic
my
or on
favorite.
Discord because you're in there now, right, guys? Am I right?
I am.
You should be.
He's-
Or whatever, Akeen.
How do you spell Discord?
Discord.
Oh, Discord. Sorry.
I'll put a link up in Discord.
Did they convince you to pronounce it Damon too?
No, it's
Oh, God.
demon. It's always going to be demon.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of the lightning round, which, as you know, brings us to the end of the show. We have run out of time, I think. Yes, we have. But not out of shit to say. So join us again next week, like every Friday night at 7:30 here at the Cinch Shop, 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. I don't know where Crux is, but he knows where we are because we are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you like how I did that one. All right, go to cinchshop.org for more information on the Cinch Shop. Remember, meetup.com/cinchshop for our classes and the things that we do here. And go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.se for the shit that we do. And remember to join our Discord. My name is Master Chen.
My name is BGM.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
Good night, everybody.
you